Peer pressure is a tremendous problem for many boys and girls today. We've learned a lot of lessons about it here at Boys Town. We think they can be helpful to you with your children.
Having friends is important to all of us, but especially to preteens and teenagers. Friends help the transition from childhood to adulthood and are essential to normal development. But children need to be taught how to get along with their peers without getting into trouble.
Can you move over a little bit and push your chest over? I didn't have time to study.
Peer pressure. The very words make most parents nervous and uncomfortable. You may fear that all you've spent a decade teaching your child could be lost in a moment. Your preteen or teen will have to decide in an instant whether to go along with the crowd or stand alone. Will he be able to do it? Is she strong enough? Alcohol, drugs, sexual relations, lying, cheating, shoplifting. These are just some of the temptations that await the young in our society as they begin to step farther away from the family nest. Parents want to help their youngsters withstand peer pressure. Here at Boys Town, we fill in for the mothers and fathers of over 700 boys and girls each year. It's vital that these youngsters be able to follow a straight path. Succumbing to peer pressure is what got many of them in trouble in the first place. We don't have all the answers, but we do have experience working with thousands of preteens and teens, and we know what works and what doesn't. There are no simple solutions. However, there are a few things you can do that may help your youngster make responsible choices in high-pressure situations with their friends.
Look what I took from the refrigerator before I left. I've got 2 more in my bag.
I don't think I want any.
Come on, Cheryl. Don't be a dork.
A recent survey of 4th graders found that 25% of them feel some to a lot of peer pressure to try liquor, beer, wine, or pot. The figure increased to 80% by high school. Peer pressure is real, and kids need real ways to deal with it. A child who has high self-esteem will be less likely to give in to peer pressure. But the goal of high self-esteem cannot be reached overnight. Rather, it's a lifelong process. We discuss ways you can help build your child's self-esteem in another video in this series. But there are additional practical steps you can take right now to help your children withstand the many pressures they face. Our research and that of others has shown that one of the best defenses against succumbing to negative peer pressure is having a good, strong relationship with a parent. Every parent would like to have a good relationship with his or her child. But how do you go about it? First, beginning at an early age, make sure you spend plenty of time with your child. Have fun, relax, do things that you both enjoy. Most of all, listen to your children. Get to know about their world. Get to know their friends. Try to understand what they are experiencing. Spending special times together, even if they're sometimes only a few moments a day, will allow you to lay some important groundwork that will help your child as he or she grows. Include discussions of your values and possible ways of handling situations before they occur. We call this preventive teaching because it can prevent some difficulties from happening. Talking about topics such as drugs, sexuality, and friends at a time when both you and your child are relaxed and comfortable will enhance your relationship and make it more likely that your child will listen to what you say.
So, Karen, what was your favorite part of the movie we saw tonight?
I don't know. I liked it all. But I don't think the others treated the youngest boy fairly.
No, they didn't. They weren't very nice, were they?
No. He should have left those friends.
Maybe he didn't feel strong enough to leave his friends. That can be hard to do. What do you think you would have done in that situation?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe I would have told them.
Remember to listen and not do all of the talking. Don't jump all over your children when they report something that distresses you. If you do, they may be afraid to come to you when they have problems. Let your children know that you're there for them no matter what. Whenever you do catch your youngster behaving independently of the crowd or taking a stand that's different from his or her friends, be sure to praise him or her for being so mature. When your child does come to you with a problem he or she is having with peer pressure, establish trust by being concerned, not preachy. Help your child explore different options in the situation and come up with possible things to say to his or her friends. In addition, you may want to practice implementing some of the possible solutions with your child.
Maybe excused?
Sure.
Thanks.
David, I notice you haven't called Jason and he hasn't called you for a while. Is there anything wrong?
No, not really. Yeah, well, kind of.
Well, you two used to be quite a team.
Well, things are different now.
Did anything special happen?
Well, I probably shouldn't tell you.
David, is Jason having some sort of problem?
He doesn't think so.
But you do.
Well, not really a problem. It's just that he hangs out with some older kids, and they drink sometimes.
I'd say that could cause big problems for Jason. Is he drinking too?
I guess so. Yeah, he is.
Notice how David's parents don't overreact or insist that he never see Jason again.
Where does all of this leave you?
Jason wants me to drink too. He says it's fun, and I'm not cool if I don't.
So what have you decided to do?
Well, I don't see him as much. We still do some things together, but I don't know what to do when he pulls out a beer.
What have you been doing?
I usually think of some excuse to leave.
That's very good, David. We're proud of you. You know drinking is dangerous, illegal at your age, and it could mess up your whole life. Good for you.
You're not happy with the way you're handling it?
No, I feel like a chicken for not drinking. I'm afraid they'll make fun of me, and I don't want to lose all my friends.
Well, I can see that not going along with your friends has been difficult for you, but you've really taken an important step toward growing up, David.
David's parents will now help him come up with some ways to be assertive, to say no, and to be in control of situations in which he feels pressured to do something he knows is wrong.
Maybe we could help you come up with some ways of saying no that you'd be more comfortable with. Why don't we make a list of all the ways you can say no?
Good idea. Some of them could even be funny, like saying, no thanks, I'm saving my brain for science.
How about, it's not for me, or I'm not into drinking?
Those are pretty good.
And you could always use us as an excuse. Tell them that your parents would ground you for a year if you drank.
They'd say you'd never find out.
You could come right back and say, you don't know my parents. They find out everything.
David and his parents would probably continue their discussion for some time and resume it on several other occasions as well. When David feels ready, his parents will suggest practicing some of the ideas they've come up with.
I'm going to pretend like I'm Jason. Come on, Dave. What's the matter, you chicken?
No, I'm not chicken. I just don't need that stuff to be cool.
Hey, everybody does it.
Well, I'm not everybody. I'm me. And I don't want to start drinking it.
Finally, as children get older, they're often away from home without their parents. Make a point of knowing where your children are at all times, who they're with, and when they will return. Children whose parents don't know or don't care where they are more likely to get into trouble. It's essential that you teach your child to report his or her whereabouts.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to Pam's tonight.
Are you telling me or asking me?
Sorry, can I go to Pam's tonight after dinner? She wants to show me her prom dress.
What about your homework?
I started it early. I'm almost done.
Okay, Sarah, you can go, if you get your homework done. But you have to be home by 9. It's a school night.
Okay. Hello?
Mom, can I stay here until 9:15? I'll be home by 9:30. Amy came over too, and the time went really fast.
All right. Thanks for calling to ask. See you at 9:30. Oh, remember, Sarah, if you're home on time, you'll probably be able to go out Friday night. But if you're late, you'll be staying home.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Sure. Bye-bye then.
Let's look quickly at the steps to reporting whereabouts. First, children must request permission to leave, not demand it. Secondly, they should state where they're going, what they will be doing, and when they'll return. If unavoidably detained, they should call home before the return time to let you know where they are and when they will return. Likewise, they should call if there are any changes in plans. Let your children know that if they do not properly report their whereabouts or return home late without calling, there will be a consequence, such as a loss of privilege. Possible consequences could be having to stay home on a Friday night or Saturday, or having to be home earlier the next time. Make sure your children understand that reporting whereabouts is for their own safety as well as for your peace of mind. To summarize, there are several things you can do to help your child deal with peer pressure. First, improve your relationship with your boy or girl by spending time together, just having fun and relaxing. Be sure and listen to your child. Don't do all the talking. During some of these special times, do preventive teaching. That is, teach your child your values and discuss concerns the child might have. When your youngster comes to you with a peer pressure problem, help him or her explore options and find the words to be assertive. Finally, for your own peace of mind and your child's safety, know where your child is at all times and with whom. Implementing the ideas in this video will help prevent peer pressure from ever getting a strong hold on your child. However, even if you feel your youngster has already been influenced by peer pressure, it's not too late to start making these changes. If you feel your child would be too strong-willed or defiant to listen to you, you might want to view the Boys Town video for parents entitled, "No, I Won't, and You Can't Make Me." You may also want to look into support groups for parents in your community. Many organizations have excellent anti-drug and assertiveness programs for teens and preteens. Just by watching this video, you've shown that you're a concerned parent who wants to learn more about parenting. Your child couldn't ask for more.